Spit your game, talk your shit, rap your game, call your stuff, use your clip, hit the right one, step and we exactly like one.
It's Pauliano, Spit Your Game, Talk Your Ish podcast, episode 3.
I'm Bano.
And I'm Winter. So today we had a topic. We were going to talk about how COVID-19 affected self-entrepreneurs, self-employed people, bartenders and such. But due to the events that are occurring, we have no choice but to speak on them. Now, this is not a political show. We literally just want to talk about, how we feel about this situation, because it's too close to home. It's too real. This is happening. Like, we have to speak about it.
Absolutely.
How do you guys feel about everything that's going on with the police brutality, everything, like just everything that's going on?
You want to start, P, or?
Yeah, man. To see a black brother, my brother, our brother, your brother on the pavement at the hands of the police, man, and his last words is, some of his last words is saying, "Help me," crying out for his mother, a grown man, and for people to sit there and watch and not engage, man. I just think like that's cowardness, man. That could have been you. It could be me tomorrow. It could be us today. Like we got to be more proactive, man, and engage with these situations, man. It hurt my heart. Like I might get emotional during this, man, but it's only natural. Like I'm tired of seeing that. Like I know our history. We came from Africa and we was born here, and it's still happening. Like, when is enough enough? Like, what are we going to do? What does it take for us to get up out this condition, man? Like, we need to come together as a whole, man, and I'm ready like to put my foot down and do something about it, man. And we need to support each other, man. It's sad, man. Like,
support each other, like how? What do you feel that we are supposed to do? Like as a black man, how do you feel that we're supposed to support each other?
Support each other, have my back. Like a lot of people will say, "Oh, that happened in Georgia, that happened in New York." I ain't from there,
Right.
That's a reflection of you. When I see my brother right here, I see myself. When I see the black man in the street, I see myself. Like what I want for myself, I want for the next black man. Like we come from that. We come from royalty. We come from kings and queens, gold and diamonds. That's in our bloodline. Like we come from that.
Right.
And they supported each other back then in them times, and they had each other back. Like we need our own army. Like we can't trust these police in any community, any state to police our neighborhoods. They not familiar with our conditions. They not familiar with the way we live, and they steal from our culture. They copy, make millions and billions off our culture, but they hate us. They kill us dead in the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need our own, man. We need to separate from them. And when I mean them, I mean the racist people, white people in America that hate us. We need our own. Once we have our own land and economic growth and wealth, then when we don't need them and we support and we need ourselves, then there's gonna be a change in America, man.
How do you feel about T.I. saying, that he wants everybody to basically go, like on a non-spending strike?
I think. Well, go ahead, P.
I believe that's where it at. That's where it's at right now. Hurt their pockets, cause nothing else worked. The protests have been doing that since forever. Now, when they notice that we spend the most money in America. I don't know the facts, but I know that's a fact. We spend probably in the trillions of dollars a year on consumer goods. So these companies that we spend our money with, they support Trump. They support NRA. They support these new laws that's coming out, the court system, the jails. They support that. So if we stop 30 days and don't spend at these major corporations,
I definitely think it should be 30 days.
Now they're going to look like, damn, sales going down. then the people who make these laws are coming in the things that they support. Yo, what's up? We ain't getting no funding. Black people ain't spending. Why they mad? All right, convict that cop. Reopen that case. Find George Zimmerman. Give him life. Fire him. Then there's going to be a change. We got to attack their pocket the same way they do ours.
I completely agree with that.
I agree with that. I think as a black man, you're frustrated, you're angry. As a black father, you're scared. Before, it used to be, I'm worrying about making it back home to my family. Now I'm worried about my kid making it back home to me. And it shouldn't be like that. You know, no parent should ever bury their child, especially in the hands of a violent matter. To watch a grown man call for his mother in his last breath, that's gonna be stamped in history forever. My kids' is gonna learn about this. They're gonna see this. They're gonna hear about this. And it comes a point in time where people are tired. You can't tell me to comply and I'm still dying. If I resist, I die and it's justified. If I comply, it takes 3-4 days for you to decide if you're going to arrest or charge me. And I don't understand that, because I feel like when you charge somebody with murder, a regular citizen, you coming to get them that day. It ain't no debate. You're not trying to figure it out.
Right.
I got locked up for a gun charge. They came and brought me back to New York on an airplane. It wasn't no debate or what we gonna do, how we gonna handle this. You paid tax dollars to put me on an airplane, walk me through an airport, shackled from hand to feet for a gun charge, but you quietly arrest a man that killed another man on national TV. That says a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it says a lot. He knew the victim, he killed him. And like Poliano said, I understand that people who pull their phones out, some people are not equipped with the mental capacity to realize, yo, I gotta do something. Maybe they feel like maybe me recording this is gonna be enough, but that man died. It don't matter. That's gonna be with you. And I know as myself, I can't see that. I can't see, yo, you killing him and me just sitting there, because I feel like that's gonna haunt me. So I feel like the state that we in now, as far as like what should we do, or the rioting, the looting, everything like that, like you said, hurt their pockets. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they only respect. After they burnt the precinct down, after the city businesses was getting burnt down, looted, now you like, yo, we gonna arrest this man. It shouldn't even have took that. You killed him on national TV. He should have been arrested that day. And maybe it wouldn't have been a riot. Maybe it wouldn't have been a loot. Maybe it wouldn't have been businesses getting burnt down, crime. It wouldn't have been that. So the fact that they feel like, you know what, it's a slight possibility that they could get away with it, they're gonna keep trying their hand until something happens. So I feel like that's the state that we are at as black people. Like, that's the state that everybody's at. We're tired. We're getting over the death of Ahmaud, coping with that, and this happens. Later. Then Breonna Taylor happens. Then this happens. It's like, yo, like how that's a perfect example. A female that's in an abusive relationship. Her man is beating on her. Till one day she snaps and kills him. At the end of it, she's tired. What can she do? You done beat the black culture to the point where now they tired. Now you're getting a reaction after being beat on for years of, we're gonna turn the other cheek. We going march. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kaepernick took a knee. Y'all didn't respect that. You know what I'm saying? You put a knee in the back of a black man. Like, you need him to death. You know what I'm saying? They ran the 2.3 miles for Ahmaud peacefully, no violent, until those people was, after a week and change, before you decided to charge them. Cool.
And they're not even police.
Not even police. They're not even police, and it took you months to decide we're gonna go ahead and charge them. Breonna Taylor, you charged her boyfriend for attempted murder after he watched y'all kill his girlfriend in her crib. That doesn't make sense. What is somebody supposed to do when somebody's fed up? What are you supposed to do? So it's like, You sit there, you don't know. My son is at an age where he doesn't understand what's going on. But to the people that have kids who's at that age, how do you explain that to them?
You can't.
How do you explain why people are rioting? Why people are dying? Why the cops don't like black people? Like, how do you explain that?
And you can't. And it's so difficult because to hear people say, you know, what about black on black crime? You know, what about that? And it's like, no matter which way I slice it, we're not saying that there isn't any black on black crime. But black on black crime is new. It's not old. It hasn't been going on as long as white people treating any other race. And it's not just about black people or black men, any other race as they're lesser than them, that they don't matter. Everybody is having different discussions, they're different, you know, posts. I feel like right now, because nothing is happening, nobody can be distracted, is the reason why everybody is able to pay attention to what's going on. I feel like that is what it is.
Yeah.
So before, when these things were happening, I could just turn on basketball. I could change from the news. Now, because of COVID, you have to pay attention to what's going on because you don't know.
Absolutely.
So now when they control the narrative and they say, because in the report, they said nothing about him putting his knee in his neck. They said that he was resisting arrest. So when y'all hear that, you say, oh, that's why. So now when you see the video, it's the remix.
Right.
So now, because nobody has other things to distract them, everybody has to pay attention to what's going on. They now it's in their face. So now, of course, when Colin Kaepernick took the knee, everybody's like, oh, he's doing this for himself, or, you know, and it's like, no, because again, y'all still distracted because everybody else is still playing football.
Right.
So now he took the knee and he said, well, if y'all not going to do what's right, I'm not even going to play here. And that's what I feel like everybody needs to do. They need to follow suit. And okay, if we're not going to be, because everybody says, oh, that's there until it's here. Mm-hmm. Until it's here. In 2019, the police killed 1,100 people.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
So everybody's like, black on black crime. What? I need to know what one person knows 1,100 people that died in 2019.
Right.
So now we're in the 5th, going into the 6th month, and we're already at 40 black people being killed by the police in 2020.
Wow.
2018, it was 200 people. 2017, 223 people.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
And again, it's not, those people are just black, but the numbers are in the thousand each year.
Right.
So we're not saying that there is not black on black crime, but the problem is when Tyrone kills Shorty Ray, he's going to jail.
Right. No questions asked.
So if somebody told me, Winter, you know, if you want to go stealing, you could do it, and you know, you're not going to get arrested, I'm going to keep on stealing.
Right.
So that's the problem. First of all, they're supposed to protect. They're not doing that.
Uh-huh.
I feel like police, any of them, it doesn't necessarily matter, were bullied, and now they get a glimpse of power, and now they overuse it.
Absolutely.
Because there's no that was outrageous. I think that maybe that was like probably the worst videos I've ever seen in my life. Besides Eric Garner, those two were so horrible.
Right.
And it had nothing to do with guns.
Right.
So that's never not gonna come and not be in my mind. My kid is only 10 years old. She's a girl.
As a black woman though, raising a black girl, how do you how do you feel as a black? I mean, because everybody talks about black men and, you know, the target and the things that we have to face, but, you know, black women are the pillar of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how do you feel seeing that? How do you feel having a brother, having friends?
I have 2 brothers.
So like, how do you cope with that when you hear
It
about
hurts. It hurts to see it because it's not It is not just my brothers that I'm worried about. It could be my sister driving. It could be my sister in her house. It could be my mother. It could be anybody at this time.
Right.
It's not like they're killing anybody. Women, children. I literally was like, oh, I want to make a video, you know, and put all of these people. So now when I have to do my research, I'm seeing these crazy numbers and they scare me. They're scary. It's not low numbers.
Right.
I couldn't even get the pictures together because I would have been there for days.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's scary, and we gotta recognize who our enemy is, man. Like, you don't gotta wonder, and then for the people to say, "Oh, all good cops is not bad."
Shut up.
Shut up. I don't want to hear that, because
Every black man ain't a criminal.
yeah, but when you see me, you approach me like I'm a threat. Like, what makes you fear my black skin? Like, I was born this way.
They fear us
Like, I was born
because
this way.
they are so violent. They feel that you can only think for you. That's
Right.
it. So me, I don't think that people are grimy. So of course I have to run into those things because I can only think for me. So they think that we're violent, that we're all about violence, because that's what they are.
Right.
So they're saying, oh, rioting is not right. And everything that we do is wrong. It doesn't matter what it is. It's not going to be right.
What is y'all take on the
Do
riot?
it. Burn the whole town down.
the riots?
whole thing.
What are your takes on the riot?
I
Burn the
think
whole
that
town down.
it's showing force. It's showing
Exactly.
we fed up. For people to say, oh, first of all, Target, because Target is trending online. Oh, why they did Target?
It's
That got
across the
nothing to do
street.
with
It was literally across the
Let me-
street.
let me
Once
tell
they
you-
finished with the precinct, they went across the street to Target and AutoZone.
But
It was
let me-
across the
let me
street.
tell you why,
Collateral
though.
damage.
Nah, Target, people went there to buy milk because, you know, they got tear gas and mace. Milk helps with the burning sensation. They told them people no.
Oh,
What
yeah,
do you
burn it
mean
down.
no? What gives you the right to deny me? I'm protesting. Don't I have the right to do that in America?
I feel like black people have a right to burn this country down. They built
It was built
Like,
off our back.
I'm gonna burn it. I built it for free.
Who you think designed the White House, the blueprint?
We built
Benjamin
it.
Banneker, a black
I feel
man.
like at the end of the day, and I actually was having a debate with somebody that was black about the riot, and they was saying how, oh, they laughing at us, we look stupid, and I'm like,
White people riot over games,
I said-
hockey,
right.
football. They do whatever they want to do. And it's
okay.
That's what they,
It's okay. I said, if you look back,
They're
if
expressing
you look back
themselves.
in history, when white people felt the way, if you take it back to Rosewood, they rioted and burnt the whole town down for 3 days.
For a lie.
over a lie.
Over a lie. And that's a true story. They
Black
rioted.
Wall Street,
Emmett
Oklahoma.
Till. They
Lie.
brought a mob to his uncle's house and said,
He
we
whistled at a
taking
white
your
woman.
nephew. Look what he did. So for people to say, oh, well, they're burning down.
Sidebar, she should be in jail because she lied.
Absolutely. So
Okay, how old
if
she
you
is?
bring in, you're talking
she
about
died.
rioting and looting.
did.
At the end of the day, that's petty to what 400 years of oppression, of being beat on does.
Rape, murder.
I don't, and I've been having this debate. It's been crazy that this been going on. I've been having this debate and about the Martin and Malcolm situation, and now a lot of people like, yo, I see where Malcolm is coming from, and no disrespect to Martin and his legacy and what he did, but that's the mentality that got us in this predicament.
I
That
agree.
turn the other cheek, that nonviolent,
And
you
they
can't-
pushed that.
Yeah.
They pushed it. They
Violence
pushed
only
Martin
respect-
and pulled Malcolm back
Right.
so that everybody could listen to
Absolutely.
what Martin was saying.
Violence
which was
only
wrong.
respects violence. You can't be non-violent with a violent individual because it doesn't. You're gonna end up a victim. You understand what I'm saying? If I know that I'm gonna get in a fight, I'm swinging first because that blow that you hit me with might take me out. But once we already get to that point, if I know that it's gonna go down, I'm swinging first because we're already at that point. So black people are already at that point. That turning the other cheek, that singing Kumbaya, we passed that.
Scratch
that. We passed that. We passed that when they was sticking dogs on us, when they was hosing us down, chasing
This
us out of
motherfucker
schools.
went and got a motherfucking
yeah.
raincoat.
Right, like
They said they
a
was holding us
raincoat.
down.
Oh, they gonna hose us down. Let me get my raincoat. We gonna keep. I'm sorry. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that mentality is embedded in our culture. And like you said, we don't stand by each other. We don't stand by. People crucified Kaepernick for taking a knee for this very reason right here. For this very reason.
How long ago was that?
And he hasn't been in the league, what, 3-4 years?
Yeah,
For this very reason, right here, people stop standing behind him because of what? Because, I got a job to think about. I got a family to think about. I ask myself, what would make somebody want to join the police force now? Like, before, when you was a kid, I never inspired to be a cop. I didn't care about that. That wasn't my thing.
Cop,
I didn't want to. Right. I didn't want to be no police. But people thought, I want to be a cop because they help people. They do this. They do that. What's your reasoning now? Like, what's your reasoning now to want to join to be a cop? How can you? The people that I know that are in law enforcement, out of everybody that I know that's a cop, only one person spoke out against this situation. And the rest of y'all, you could hear from me, you are suckers. Because if you could stand by and condone sucker shit, that make you a sucker.
Even being silent, that's sucker shit.
Your silence speaks a lot.
That's sucker shit.
And I feel like even my white friends, white people, you have a right to be outraged too. Because we're talking about a humane act. Humane. I don't condone what Hitler did to the Jews. I will stand with y'all for that. So it's okay to stand with a black person for watching another black person being killed in cold blood. It's okay. It's okay to feel a way. You don't have to be silent. You don't have to feel it. Your silence is showing me that, okay, when it's time to stand up and do what's right, you won't do it when it counts. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the conversation that we need to have with our white friends. Now, I'm not a racist. I have white friends, and I have white friends that are definitely
you
pro-black.
can't be a racist, bro. Black people cannot be racist, bro.
But if we wanted to be, we could though.
How?
Look what happened. Look what
By
we've
nature,
been oppressed.
we can't be a racist, bro.
Of
It's
course.
impossible. How can we be a racist? We was born here in this country. This ain't our homeland. They came here too. This not their homeland. We was minding our business, bro. There's no way we can't. They history of white racist people, everywhere they went on this planet Earth, they made bloodshed. Look it up. Every part of the earth they went, they murdered, raped, and bothered the aboriginal people of that land. This is a fact. Can't debate it. It's not arguable. They did that.
And then lied.
And then rewrite history in their favor, bro.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna go back to the Martin and Malcolm thing. Like he said, I disagree heavily with Dr. King and his tactics. I think that was an old Christian church. No disrespect to anybody that's a Christian. And that Jesus is coming to save you. I don't believe that. I agree with Malcolm, not because he a Muslim, because he was for human rights. Dr. King was fighting for civil rights. Yo, we wanted to go to y'all schools and all that. Nah, let us have our own. Cause now you look at it. Back then, everybody wanted to go with white folks. I want to go to the same schools. I want to do this. Now, everybody support black-owned business. We would have had that established if we would have kept our own. But y'all wanted. It's like y'all
they
was
were
running
looking for acceptance.
Y'all was
and they still are.
Right.
Y'all running to the
still are.
enemy, like for acceptance. Like, yo, master, like slave mentality. Master, accept
Stockholm
us, teach
syndrome.
us, feed us. If they didn't treat you right, they're not gonna teach you right, bro.
That's a fact.
They're not teaching you about the right God, the right food to eat, the school system. Like, screw them, F them. We don't need them. They need us. If all black people left America right now and went to Africa, wherever you want to go, leave it, this country will fall, bro. The country will fall.
Absolutely.
They will be begging us to come back. But since black people not gonna do that, let's hit their pockets, bro. Stop spending money with these white racist corporations. When they kill us, Target not making a commercial, Walmart not making a commercial.
You see Target on Atlantic.
Macy's, nobody.
Target on Atlantic boarded up. This is how you know the rioting and looting is powerful. They burnt down Target in a country, in a city miles away. Target on Atlantic closed their stores at 3 p.m. and boarded it up.
You think they want to do that though? No, they missing money. They mad as hell right now.
But they rather miss this money opposed to having to pay to fix it. So But
That's our
everybody,
power and our
but it
presence.
is.
But people don't see that.
They're
though.
not seeing it.
People don't.
They're not
People don't
seeing
see
it.
that. Like, damn, that shit really worked. Because if people really see that, listen, you can't call yourself Target and not expect to get hit.
Hello.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you named your store Target, you about to get hit.
Yeah,
so you
son.
want to deny me milk
My
'cause
essential needs. My
all
essential
right.
needs.
I'm a be back shit.
Yeah,
Like,
and just
I'ma be
how
back.
like if one black man do something, they look at us all like criminals. Every Target deserve that now,
Right.
because y'all
Right.
represent a brand. Y'all
Absolutely.
represent a corporation. Y'all stand by. Y'all got the same sale at every store, so y'all should be accountable. Every Target deserve that.
Absolutely. They're not gonna fire the employees that denied those people milk for their eyes. They're not stealing.
Is
You're
it
not
written?
gonna fire
Is it
them.
written in your rule that if I get maced, I can't come purchase milk or water?
Right.
Is it written in there? So y'all dead wrong. And like I was saying, none of them corporations is making a commercial. They not standing with us. Even the black ones, Michael Jordan. Yeah, I got his sneakers on. But like
I got his sneakers on.
nobody, y'all not standing with us. Where's Jay-Z at? Where's y'all people at? And then, matter of fact, let me take that back. Forget where they at. I know where I'm at as a black man. I'm gonna lead the way for me and mines and my family and the younger people in my family. We gotta start with us, man. Like, we need to stop in my South waiting for other people to say something. Like, oh, such and such and say no. This celebrity. That's
Because
dumb.
they feel like, but people feel like because they have such a huge voice that they should speak, when your little voice could reach a lot of people still.
Absolutely.
I think that everybody, if they feel a way, they still you could be that person. You could be that person. Your voice could reach more people than Jay-Z voices reach, as long as they're listening.
Absolutely.
And that's just it. It's just that black people do need to stick together. They do need to support black businesses, support each other, so that when things like this happen, we want them to stop, so we have to do something. So what we have to do is we do have to remove ourselves from them. And that's just period, point blank. We have to.
And also we have to, we passed the point of pointing blame to of our black people that's maybe more popular or in power. Like, it's past that. People are gonna do what they're gonna do. People are gonna protect what they want to protect. They're gonna speak on what they want to speak on. We're the people that's affected by this every day.
Right.
Because we're the people that has to go out in the street and deal with this every day. Jay-Z's not dealing with cops on the daily. You know what I'm saying? He's not worrying about that. He's not saying that he doesn't have family. We don't know, but we are the people as a community.
So
we in the trenches, bro.
We
out here around the
We're
regular
here.
people.
We can't wait for them
Right, you can't-
to try to give us some structure.
The
We
president
have to
doesn't
get
know
it.
what's going on in war. When he's not in Iraq with a soldier, he can't tell. He's going off of what a report says. But you can't. You come and sit down with me. You sit down with other people that we know. Like, yo, what is it like waking up every day, getting on a train? How do you feel when you get pulled over by a cop? How do you feel when you walk past a cop? How do you feel when you see another brother being talked to or
Harassed.
approached by a cop? It's to the point where every time you see a black person stopped by police, you stop what you're doing to make sure that they're good.
Okay, right? That's true.
White people don't do that because it's white privilege, and this is what I was explaining to somebody. White privilege is real. If you could run through your neighborhood, jog, and don't feel like if I'm running, a cop is gonna stop me and ask me where I'm going, why am I running? That's white privilege. I just got comfortable running in my neighborhood. I would literally walk from my house to the Brooklyn Bridge just to jog, just because I don't feel comfortable jogging in my neighborhood. One, because I have a felony. So that's already a strike against me once they run my name. You understand what I'm saying?
Black.
And I'm
That should be
a
a
black,
strike
and I
right
have
there.
a violent felony. So it's like, I don't even feel comfortable jogging in my neighborhood that I grew up in, because I don't want no type of police contact.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about, I don't hold other people in a higher platform accountable for what's going on. I hold people that's in our day, that lives in this every day, I hold us accountable.
That are not speaking up.
That are not speaking up.
trying to pull people together.
That are
not
on the
trying to
internet
organize-
saying,
right. Oh, what about
why we
black on black?
rioting? Why y'all doing
What about
this?
black on black crime?
Like, what? Somebody posted, Target closed up their stores because y'all messed it up. We messed it up how?
Nah, we hitting their pockets.
Right,
We ain't messed it up. That's
that mentality is
helping.
the reason why we're in the predicament that we're in. The Jews, they don't play that. I have so much respect for them, because you mess with one, you messing with the whole community. The whole
They
community.
stick together.
When you take one of them to jail,
black
you're gonna
people
have
are
that
not-
whole community outside that precinct.
Black people do not stick together
At
in the
all.
way that the Jewish people stick together, the Spanish people stick together.
Mm-hmm.
We don't stick together that way. The Chinese people, they all stick together like no other.
I commend Minneapolis though for what they did, because the reason why they arrested Son today is because of that, what happened with the precinct, what happened with Target. That's why they knew, like, yo.
But I don't think that they should stop.
No, all four. If we in a car and I kill somebody and
We
three
all
other people,
going to jail.
We're all going to jail for murder until we sort this shit out.
And even then,
And even still, you're an
we're all-
accessory.
exactly.
So it's no
after
debate.
the fact, they make
So
up
you
all
can't-
types of rules.
you can't
oh,
say-
you're accessory after the fact.
You can't
you
say
did
that-
this.
right.
You were there.
You were there. Oh, you was the driver?
You was the
Okay.
driver. You
Cool.
knew, like you don't. I did not. How you know that I don't know that he was going to do this? How do
Right.
you know that?
You don't.
So the fact that they sat there, first of all, y'all only see the two people, but somebody was on the opposite side of the street, and there's two more people. So now all of them should be arrested. And that's just that on that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So look, all right, boom. Now we at the hands of the enemy. We know what they doing to us. Police, regular citizens, white. Like, we here. We frustrated. We rioting. We making a statement in America as black people as a whole. So, what do y'all feel is next? Like, all right, what's our next move? So we here. We did the rioting.
I feel like
us.
they need to. They need to still apply pressure. That's what I feel. I feel
All right.
like applying the pressure to continue to apply the pressure. So if you got to burn every city down, or riot everywhere, they have to know that we feel what's going on. We see it, and y'all not gonna just run amok on us, because that's what they're doing.
All right, but Winter, look, at the end of the day, we gotta be smart. Remember, we just talked about the history where we came from, what they been doing for years. So we gotta be smart about it, because we don't want to lead our people into a death trap. When I mean a genocide, because then we start wilding like that, they gonna protect them.
And I'm not saying just wilding, like just rioting. I'm saying everybody's sticking together. Look, this is what we doing. We're not spending no money.
All
this
right,
whole
yeah, okay.
month, we're not spending no
I agree.
money.
That's the best. That is the safest way. You know why? Because if we start just, we're gonna burn everything down. They're gonna protect their money at all costs. They will murder us dead in the street.
So now everybody can just sit in their house and not spend money.
So I agree with T.I. said. 30 days.
I say 30 days.
They will lose trillions of dollars.
I definitely say 30 days.
Then
I don't
it
say
won't
a
be
day.
It won't be another police shooting an unarmed black man. This country will crumble. Listen,
I also think, and to piggyback off what you guys are saying, we have to make it seem like once you mess with one black person, you mess with all of us. It's not. It's more so of, you punch him in this, you punch this black person in the face, you done punch all of us in the face. I salute DC because they started getting it on with police.
Yep.
And I'm not saying going out looking for problems with police. No, I'm not promoting that. I'm not promoting. I'm not.
Condoning
defend
violence.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm not nonviolent. I'm anti-violent, which means that I'm not. My first reaction is not fighting, but if it gets to that point, that's what's going to lead to. I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm not doing that. But we have to make it feel like once you mess with one black person unjustly,
that's it.
if we're wrong, you're wrong. Like, I'm not condoning. If they do something wrong, all right, you did something wrong. You gotta deal with the consequences. Not killing me. I'm supposed to go to jail. Your job is, if I commit a crime, take me to jail, put me in front of a judge, and I'm supposed to be tried. Or if I cop out, if I admit to my guilt, that's my punishment. Not to be punished by you because you having a bad day, or because you don't like how I wear my hair, how loud I play my music, or because you just don't like black people. That's not your job. Your job is to keep the community, to keep people safe. That's the oath you took.
Keeping it safe.
And that's what you're not doing. So if I commit a crime, take me to jail safely. That's your job.
The fact that Dylan Roof was apprehended after he killed 8 people in a church is mind-boggling.
9 people. He killed 9 people into the church and didn't have a busted lip.
What was the guy named that shot the people in the movie theater? I'm talking about people can't go to church. They can't go to the movies. They can't do nothing. So now if y'all feel that because Some black people are in gangs, they're thugs, they do this, they do that. So all white people are serial killers. Because most of y'all are. So
Or
when
have
y'all
that
say,
capability.
when y'all say, oh, there's black on black crime, why when there's a school shooting, y'all not saying white on white crime or any of that? Why are y'all not saying that? Because that's what that is. These kids, these white children, so now when a white child, kid, teenager, whatever, goes to jail, now all of a sudden it's unconstitutional to give them life. When they go to a school where a child is learning and kill 30, 15, 25, 100, kill these people. Oh no, they could be really rehabilitated. No, they can't. They cannot. If you saying at 15 that you don't know that this is what you're not supposed to do, that in 3 years when they turn 18 they will be rehabilitated, no, y'all make up any excuse to baby and pacify these white people.
Yeah.
They could do whatever they want and it doesn't matter.
White racist people. Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
What 15-year-old child ever went to a school and shot it up
Yeah.
and made it back to go to court?
You can't
Name
even,
one.
A black person can't even catch a misdemeanor.
That's not our nature. Like, we don't. Like, that's not like we do things, but that's not our nature. I just want what I demand from.
I don't even want to be equal. I don't want to be nothing. I don't want y'all to look towards us. I want us to be in our own situation.
So
where
that's
we don't
what
even have
need,
to, correspond.
So we need our own
because they don't
land.
like us.
We need our own.
And I do appreciate everybody buying houses, doing these different steps that people didn't do until they were older. The generations before us, 2 years, they weren't at 25 thinking about buying land. And so I'm like this with it, because I feel like there is some things that we are doing correct, but there is also things that we're not doing correct.
Right.
I feel like we really need to support each other, and if not at any time, now is the most important time, because y'all have to see that the numbers are growing.
Yep.
They're not caring more and more, because now when this is over, first of all, there was I guess he was maybe Indian or maybe Muslim, a cop in that same
City.
and he mistakenly shot a white woman, and he's in jail right now.
12 and a half years they gave.
He's in jail right now.
But y'all cannot be surprised. Like
it's not that I'm surprised. It's just blatant disrespect that our lives have no value.
I understand. So we know that already. This has been going on for forever. Like every time a case like this happen, they always say, "Oh, if a black person did this, it would have been different." We know that already. That's like we keep crying about the same thing, but we already know the answer. Like everything we said, stop spending money. Right? We need our own land. We need our own state for black people, so we can have our own cops that understand us, like police us.
Well, we don't even need our own state, because the Jewish is definitely like that.
Nah, like we do need our own state. We need our own territory. Forget their neighborhood. They did that. That's their wave. Like we built this country. They wouldn't have that if it wasn't for us. So we need our own territory. First of all, this country took states away from Mexico. So we ain't gonna go into that. That's another topic. So we need our own. We came here. Our ancestors' blood is in this soil of this earth, of this planet, of this country. Give us our own. Separate from y'all. And I guarantee you, ain't gonna be another white man killing the black, because they not gonna be there. That's what we demand from them. We should demand that. Y'all want us to give us reparations for our ancestors dying
Everybody
here.
else gets it, but we get
don't.
nothing.
So look, scratch the money, because money don't mean nothing. If you got land, then you will be rich forever.
Where's my 40 acres and a mule?
Right.
Yeah, we ain't getting that. They took that.
I don't want the mule.
So I'm saying, if we get land, bro, land is key to everything. Land. We could grow food.
But you got to think, we're just like Winter said, black people are just now really realizing that. Back, you got to think about the 90s. You wasn't being taught or encouraged to
step out and do things on your own.
You wasn't being taught
These
to do that.
kids now, they have a super advantage.
You wasn't being taught to credit is everything. When I was growing up, it was the power of the dollar. I wasn't thinking about credit. Growing up, it was all right, I got a couple dollars under the bed. Like I was like that was it. Now you growing up, now you looking at it like, you know what? I want to be a homo at 25.
Right.
I want my credit to be 7+ right now because you realize that's what it is. I understand what you're saying, Pete, and you're absolutely right. People don't understand, and this is what I explain to like a lot of white people that I deal with, you know, and black people are naturally aggressive because that's how we were. That's what was in us. You stole us from our land. You brought us to another land. You stripped us of our culture and forced us into bondage and slavery and to work for 400 years. No race can understand that. So that anger that we have, that passion that aggression that we have is gonna be in every black person, regardless of mine's may be triggered faster than yours, but it's there. You understand? And then we also suffer from the Willie Lynch syndrome. We are our own, aside from white people, then it's us. We don't stand by each other.
We're not using that aggression, right?
But you're right, but we don't. You could sit there and teach somebody, and you could break down the facts, and they'll still. You just said this earlier. They'll still say, "Nah, they ain't going. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that."
Yeah, like
you said, you think that what you gonna learn from somebody that oppressed you? You think they're gonna teach you correctly?
Yeah, they didn't treat you right. They're not gonna teach you right.
I didn't learn about Black Wall Street in school. I read that shit in jail.
They're not.
You understand what I'm saying? They don't allow certain books in jail because of what? You 48 Laws of Power, Behold a Pale Horse, any art of seduction, any of those Robert Greene books
that stimulate your mind.
You can't do that. Why? Because they know that now you can start teaching somebody else.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like when you go up north, if the police pull you out the line, back in the day they tell you what, the whole line is stopped. They wasn't taking you in no corridor by yourself. Because they knew what Attica, they found bones in Clinton of human people, of inmates. They found bodies. Back in the day, you couldn't. They had riots because of what? You oppressing her. You understand what I'm saying? How many times if Pig is in a situation, I'm pulling up, or if I got in a situation, you was pulling up.
Yeah,
that's the state of mind that you have. One, because we're going through a same struggle together. We both incarcerated. Me and you was confined in a cell that's smaller than some people's closets. But black people don't understand that. Black people look at this situation, well, what did he do to get police? You call police on a black man, it should be attempted murder, because that could go any way. Don't call the cops on me.
Fact, yeah.
It could go any. We don't know what's going to happen. Don't tell me.
Calling 911.
You calling people 911.
You could be
saying,
killing me.
Oh, black people. It's a crowd of people in front of my building. I'm scared to go in. You send the cops. Now it turned from a quiet disturbance into a homicide. This is what we have to deal with. You understand
that
what I'm
white
saying?
lady in Central Park should be arrested.
Absolutely. And what gets me tight is the guy that called that she did it to.
He accepted her apology. No, I don't.
When we the victim, right?
I think we overplay being the victim. That's what I think.
Nah, I agree with that. I agree with that, Winter.
When we the victim and we get victimized by the racist people in this country, right? We get on the news. You notice, and this is a fact. When police and when they kill a black man, right? You know when they get your payout to your family, they tell you, oh, we're gonna give you this money and get away from the news. Mm-hmm. You notice that's why a lot of cases just disappear off the news and off the media. The guy, they always send that famous black lawyer. I don't know his name, but y'all know family. Y'all know what we talking about. The famous dude got the bald head, black dude. He was with the Trayvon Martin case. Him, or they go get the puppet Al Sharpton. They always get them to come by the family. First of all, they get paid. They're not doing it out the kindness of their heart. They're getting money. They come sit by you, give you a back rub. Yo, we demand justice. Behind them doors, yo, here go the check that they write. They sorry. They get their cut, have a nice day. And then next thing is on next to the news. They paying us to shut up.
Absolutely.
And then what we do in that state, we lost a loved one. Ain't nothing you could give me that's gonna bring that back.
Right.
So let me take this couple of million or whatever, and then I'm gonna go live. I don't know what they doing with that money, But do something.
That's like what Winter said. That's wanting to be accepted by your oppressor. Like people,
the master.
you want. I don't care. Just
give me
leave me
money.
alone. Just don't
care.
If I
take
do
it and be
something,
on my way.
allow me to go. And this is, and we all been incarcerated, so we know. It's not the CO's job to punish me. That's not your job. Your job is not to punish me because you having a bad day. My punishment was to be taken out. Is to be taken out of society for however the time you guys deem fit, whether it be wrong or right. That's my punishment. Not because you having a bad day, your wife is cheating on you, whatever, the sergeant done yelled at you, you're not in good favor. Now, you know what, I'm gonna take it out on you. No, that's what people don't understand.
They
People
get a
still,
little bit of power,
right,
and then they want to be like,
Black people want to be accepted, and then you have cops that, like you said, with scrubs in school, nerds, bullied, envy, and now they got a little power. Now they want you to do something. Now they want you to do this. Now they want you to do that. They want you to provoke them so they have a reason to react. And I feel like I said, the world is at its tipping point, but are we just at this tipping point because COVID is here and we have nothing else to do but watch what's going on? Or are we really at this tipping point because we are genuinely tired of what is happening to our people?
I honestly cannot say, because I feel like it's kind of like a mixture of both. I feel like, again, because there's nothing to distract you from it, it's slap dab in your face. So it's like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? This is really happening.
Right.
I'm not distracted. I have a clear view. So at this point, nobody's outside, nobody's doing nothing. So now, now that this is happening, they're not talking about COVID as much as they was talking about it. Now they're talking about this. So now they snuck by. Oh, they open in New York next week.
June 8th. Right. We open it. Let's do something now. It was supposed to be June 13th.
So now we open in New York. The other states already open. They not every day prior to these situations happening, they were giving live updates. Oh, this amount of people died. So now it just magically went away.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I know that we can't get into certain things. I'm just gonna say this. They had a plan.
And it backfired.
No, it did not. They had a plan.
No, it did.
They executed their plan. They got the results they wanted from their plan, and they're going on to the next plan. All this is like chess, man. We just got to play the ball right as a whole together. If everybody is together, nobody gonna fall.
And that is true.
Each other crutches.
That's true.
Nobody's gonna fall.
I think this George Floyd situation came out of left field for them.
Rest in power to George.
Right.
Absolutely.
Floyd, man. Please.
And to his family, condolences, and to the families of the thousands of other. And again, racism been here. It just hasn't been recorded.
And it's never going nowhere.
You got to think about all the hashtags that we haven't seen. All the people that's been killed, that's been violated by police in a way where even if it's not murder, even if it's being unjustly sentenced to a crime for years because of the color of your skin or because of who the victim was. You understand what I'm saying? People don't understand that. Like I said, when the white privilege is real, and I respect white people that understand that white privilege and speak out against it. To the white people that don't, your silence is also heard. To the cops that don't say nothing, but when their fallen comrade dies or is injured and you posting your badge with the black line through it and all that, that's whack. That's whack. Because how do you go home and tell your kids? It's no justification. Nobody forced you to be a cop. Nobody forced you to be a CO. Nobody forced you to be in law enforcement. That's a job you chose.
Especially if you're not going to change.
Right.
If you're not trying to make a change.
To make a change or make a difference in your community or a community that you grew up in. Something similar to that. So these are the reasons why people are rioting. These are the reasons why people are looting. These are the reasons why people are at their tipping point where, you know what? You're a clown. So when you get that cold shoulder from me, when you see me in the street and it's, no what up, K, no, none of that. Like, you a clown. And I'm going to call you a clown because you're treated as such. Like, and I think that's what's wrong with people. Let's start calling a spade a spade. When somebody do sucker shit, let them know, like, yo, that's some sucker shit.
Yo, bro, like, I agree with you, but like, to this society, They not looking for us to say something, because at the end of the day, we not on a certain status. Not yet though. We're gonna get there.
Absolutely.
So they looking for people they look up to, the celebrities, this and that. So if them people not saying nothing, they not gonna ride with them, or they gonna pay no mind. And people are scared. They scared to say certain things because of the backlash. Like I done seen celebrities say a rap, say certain shit, lose a deal. What they do?
Apologize.
You said what? Oh, he said what? They ain't know what that rapper say. Such and such. Yo, hit his
Shout
pockets.
out to Kevin Hart for not apologizing.
Absolutely. Shout out to Kevin Hart.
They hurt
for
your
that, man.
pockets. They cancel that deal.
He said, I won't do
Kaepernick
it.
doing what?
Shout out to
NFL, perfect
Kaepernick.
example. Yo, y'all can't kneel down before a game. They say, yes, all right. It's protesting. What they do? Yo, whoever do that next game, fine. They hitting your pockets. So let's do the same.
the same,
Hit their
right.
pockets.
But you
NFL come back. Don't order no passes. Don't buy. Don't watch it. Don't
but
do nothing.
look, and I'm
It's
not
gonna
gonna
work,
lie.
bro.
I stand with Kaepernick, but I watched the NFL. It's I'm not saying that I support Kaepernick.
And you know why though? I didn't know no better. I didn't know no better. But now we see it's serious, bro.
So so when the season come back, you not watching the NFL?
Nah, bro. Honestly,
I respect that.
I'm not.
I respect that.
Until things start to change, and I understand where they can say, well, these players got to feed their family. I agree. You got to do what you got to do. But don't be quiet, bro. Make a statement. If all the black players in the NFL be like, nah, dude, listen, screw the national anthem. It wasn't made for us. We all kneeing. What they gonna do? Fire the whole NFL? We make the NFL.
I feel
I-
that
I-
everybody
we come
needs
together.
to come together.
We
with
come together.
everything, and they can't do it to everybody.
The whole
That's
NBA
same-
come together?
That's the same in the video in DC. She was like, help them out.
Yeah.
They can't kill
Right,
you all.
Right, and shout out to that lady for doing that. Like, yo, help him. And once you hear that, especially when you see a black woman doing that, when it becomes to the point where you have more black females fighting for a black man.
But that's
what's sad to me. It shouldn't be like that. It's no way that my brother, if you family, it's already. I might rock it off first, but just a black man, I can't. You understand what I'm saying? So, like you said, I agree with you. You're 100%. I'm guilty of it. I watch the NFL. I like watching NFL. I gamble. I bet. I do my thing. Like I do that. But like you said, now that I'm conscious, it's to the point where like, all right, what do we have to do? The voices that are in power. Look, we were just talking about. Look at Lil Wayne. Look what he said. Look at this shit A$AP Rocky said. These are and these are voices that have an influence where it can make a difference. That if they say something, people will listen. So like I said, it doesn't matter who it is. It starts on the battlefield. It starts with people that are going out every day. You can't tell, nobody can't tell me about my neighborhood. I live there every day. I'm there every day. Nobody can't tell you about your neighborhood because you live there every day. Nobody. So it doesn't matter. Lil Wayne doesn't live that. You know what I'm saying? That's not his take. He doesn't. Think about it. Lil Wayne caught a gun charge and justly. He didn't join a gun reform. But you got somebody like Meek who was unjustly brutalized by police. And look what he's doing. He's getting people out. So you got to look at the scale of who you dealing with. It doesn't matter about the person.
If it's not in you, it ain't in you.
Right. You can't teach a nigga to be real. If that's not a lesson that could be taught. You either have it or you don't.
I agree.
That's
You're
real
not gonna
shit.
just get it.
That's why you can't be mad. Like when somebody show you who they really are, you gotta thank them. You can't be mad. Yo, thank you. Because I'd rather know who you really are and be in a situation and know that, yo, if we about to fight, I know that I'm fighting for both of us.
So to piggyback on what you just said,
you understand what I'm saying? I know that you're not gonna do nothing. So I know I'm probably gonna take this ass whooping for both of us.
So to add on what you just said, right? When people show you who they really are, what have the America been showing us?
They don't care. They don't care. Oh, I know that.
But
we know that.
Time is now, though.
We as a whole are agreeing that we not disagreeing that
I'm
they
not
have
saying
not
this, y'all.
shown.
I'm talking to the people.
Oh, yeah.
If you're black and you frustrated and you tired, my suggestion is don't go out and get a gun and start shooting at police because they're gonna kill all of us. Don't buy nothing for 30 days. Let's do the 30-day challenge.
Support the T.I. challenge, man.
Right.
Do not go to Walmart,
support
Amazon.
What was it? June 7th? July 7th?
I feel
start
like we
that,
should just
man.
start it. I feel like it should start.
Go get our foods. Shop organic. Shop black. Don't all that major corporations, F them. And let's see and watch some change happen. It won't be another unjust shooting. It won't be another.
And if it is,
jogging.
I guarantee you, it won't take them 4 or 5 days to arrest the individual. It'll be right
We
on.
accept that. We
Or a
accept
month.
that TI challenge, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Cause that's the only way, man. Case
It
in
is.
point, the Freedom Riders. What was it, Mississippi
I think so.
or Memphis, Tennessee, when they was trying to sit at the bars and eat when they was on they Freedom Rider tour, and the white people came and they beat them up, spit on them, and they was practicing the non-violent, which probably was the best thing for them because they would have fought them back, they probably would have got murdered.
Right.
All the black people in that town, they say, yo, they treating us like that? They had they back. We ain't going downtown. What happened after that? They
The
lost
same
money.
thing. The same
They
thing with
lost
Rosa
money.
Parks. They
The
stopped
same-
riding the bus.
See,
Right.
with that, I disagree with that situation with the Rosa Parks thing.
Why?
Because you know why at that time? They had black-owned bus companies. But people, and no disrespect to Rosa Parks and her movement, it's just my personal. They had black-owned companies, bro. But people wanted to feel a certain
Accepting.
statue and accepting by white to ride they bus.
Right.
No, F that.
Right.
Let them ride they bus, we got us. They want to drink their white water, we gonna drink our black water.
Right.
So we had black hotels, black business was thriving. Everybody owned businesses, a lot of black people. Cause we had all the skills and trades from slavery. It was passed down. That's why in your family now, you call grandma for your grandma know, or your oldest person in the family know how this go. They know how to give birth to a baby. They knew how to do these things. Not the grandmothers now, cause they 30, 35, 27. I'm just saying. So, you know what I mean? We got the knowledge already for those who have it. Put that to power, man. Hurt their pockets, and it will be changed in America, man.
I definitely agree. I think that, and again, to the white people that do stand and speak up, I definitely salute you guys. To all races and cultures who feel a way about what happened to not just George Floyd,
But to all of them.
all, I salute you guys.
All.
To the white people that's on the fence, your silence is definitely heard. And just as a human, if you was treated like a black person, would you be happy today? Ask yourself that.
Absolutely not.
If you was treated how black people are treated today, would you be happy with yourself? And to all the racist white people, like, what do you get out of that? What do you like when you can't take a lion, a tiger that was in the wild for years and put him in a zoo and think that he gonna be domesticated. It's not gonna happen. And you can't take a domesticated lion and throw him in the jungle. He's not gonna survive. So that's what we're dealing with here. You're taking police that are not trained to be in these urban communities, that are not trained to deal with urban, that are naturally scared, trigger happy, that's gonna resort to shoot first and sort it out later. You can't do that. You can't. If you are scared, if you can't interact with people, if you are non-social, do not become a cop. Principle is always gonna be over pinching. That's how I look at it. I can't compromise who I am or what I stand for a salary. And that's what's going on today, man.
When these
The same
racist
way
people
you are-
get frustrated,
The same way people,
we don't know what's going to happen, man.
You are naturally scared of black people. Black people are
Are
naturally scared of
white
police.
people. Yeah.
White people, but white people with power. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're a white person with a voice, if you are these big businesses and you want to make a stand, you want to help black people, it's things that you can do. And do it. And I guarantee you the black support will be there. But your silence, don't expect us to respect you if you don't respect us. So that's just what it is. Because that's the same way. A white person is not gonna go into a black person's business if they hear that they've been
Treating
mistreating
white people, right.
wrong. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna support that. Oh, I'm not going over there. They don't like us, so we're not gonna.
We
do
love
that.
we love our own
And
enemy,
it'll be a
man.
white person out there in front of that business every day, making sure that other white people don't go in there. They know why. This is why. So at the end of the day, we are all human, and human nature is always gonna be there. So for someone to do that to someone like that, to George Floyd, and he could sit there with a calm face, not say nothing, and listen to a man call for his mother, a grown man call for his mother in his last breath,
And he
don't
not
have
even
no type of
flinch.
remorse,
He didn't even flinch.
that should tell you something. And if you think that that's cool, then you should look within yourself.
Who was that person, man? I want to know. Who was that was standing there watching him?
Nah, it was a female. It was another dude. But I feel like I couldn't do that. But you can't expect people to have that state of mind, P. Like you can't. People.
I'm sure as they were watching, they did not expect
if it was another
that
black
it was going to
man.
go
No,
that
it
far.
was another black man. It was a black woman.
Then that's
too.
what I'm saying. I'm holding you accountable. Whoever you are, I'm holding you accountable for that, brother.
I'm sure he
holding you.
feels guilty. I'm sure.
I'm holding you that.
That's real shit. But
Saying-
you know what? We just felt compelled to definitely have to take time and this was our 3rd episode and we definitely it was too much going on that we felt like we had to sit down and talk about it. So I guess I just want y'all to take time and listen and look at both sides of the fence, you know?
Rest in peace to George Floyd
And a thousand other
and all the other black people that we lost and Latinos at the hands of police across America. This is Poliano, Spit Your Game, Talk Your Ish podcast.
I'm Bano.
And I'm Winter.
Please go like, subscribe, comment, follow us.
Absolutely, like and subscribe. Leave your comments, man. Leave your thoughts.
Let us know what you
We
think.
definitely will,
Engage with us. We
Engage
will
with
reply.
us. What more would you like to see? If you have topics that you care for us to discuss,
Any guests?
you could clearly see that we don't really care about what people think. We're gonna say what we have to say. So
We talking about what's real.
absolutely.
Peace and love, family. Be safe. We out.
Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your hat, call your clip, squeeze your clip, hit the right one, pass that weed, that's the like one, squeeze your clip, hit the right one.
It's hard for a black man in America, man. They hate us. All right. Sure. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. Nobody. Haven for a black man, there ain't none. Nowhere. They want us to go back where we came from. Like, we asked to come here on ships as enslaved ones. Cops got a license to kill. Hunting season got teenagers writing their wills. We the animals, that's how they righteously feel. 2 Americas, we pay twice for the bill, you know? Hug your family members tight before you leave the crib. Cause if that officer feel threatened, might not see your kids. Even if them cameras out, on your way to grandma's house, they will kill you live on TV, yeah, we seen the vids. We screaming hands up, don't shoot. In your own crib, on your own stoop. Shit, my people is in danger. We built a nation, but they treat us like we strangers. First they love you, then they hate you, then they hate you again. Cops taking us out, shouldn't be taking us in. Suffer broke or die rich, guess no way you can win. Cause they love you, then they hate you, then they hate you again.